The sun, sandy beaches, islands, and dancing. This is the upside of Bogia that had been given little publicity since independence. Who says Bogia doesn't have what it takes to be a tourist destination? The spectacular performance of Dugumor's very own contemporary double sounds sing-sing group is proof of the level of hospitality and the many good things associated with the Bogia ethnicity of Madang and the overall prospect for tourism in this distant Madang district bordering the Sipik. Village is situated in Ward 20 of Bogia District's Almami local level government. Just like adjacent sister communities of Tobenam and Aidibal, it is a typical thriving coastal PNG community that takes pride in its environment and culture. Paul Kanange is a tourism advocate who wishes there is market for community-based tourism. Visitors can visit Tugumor and be treated to the many things it has to offer, he believes.
We have very good sites, tourism sites, like very nice bay we have. We got a beautiful island that when tourists come around, they can do scuba diving, snorkeling. We have very nice bay for skiing and canoeing, whatever you can think of. But when there's rough seas, we can get the surfers to come and surf the seas here. But otherwise, this time round, the area is very nice, calm seas that we can do skiing and scuba diving, snorkeling, and you can take pictures also. We've got beautiful coral reefs, colorful coral reefs that we have very nice reefs outside that when divers come around, they can do some pictures and whatever.
It is the same story for Babangawa and Tobenam, the two neighboring communities visited by Tumuno TV. The tourism outlook is positive here, except the startup capital, infrastructure, and perhaps the basic know-how.
Misidang na miluglug lo community blo migo milukluk. Kakao now pot boray bagarapim miplay sapatu mani blo kakao ko kam isi tumas. So miet mi now lo personal business mi ranim longen mi ranim mo kalsa group lo mi. Insa lo kalsa group lo mi gat gallery house blo mi tu. Na mi story mo something blo mi hol hats blo mi. Na mi ready sana mi partnership ani nit lo bedeng house tumbuna plus melanes in tourism service. Council blom blog lo fighting cabinet long lo road nogat dua pasiet long tourism migo tasol road igo emba alright. All guest blom yol sakam lo one time long year lo monthly. Suppose good la condition lo road all guest blom plenty time bol bekam.
The great stretch of sandy beaches on Tobenam's sharp peninsula is intriguing. Many visitors to this part of Bogia had marveled at its beauty. Yet tourist advocates like Warren Delol attest that the local industry needs support in order to get off the ground.
The place that you are standing right now is preserved for tourism. But at the background you can hear the bamboos are there and the strings are fading away. That was the main idea of establishing this tourism. But where will we get the support to venture into tourism? So this place, several guys have come here, like they interested in tourism. They came around, they surveyed the area and they find out that this is a very beautiful place for tourism. But we want to venture into tourism, but we have no strength, no financial strength.
For cultural tourism, it seems Bogia is ever prepared to proudly show the world its rich cultural heritage that is almost strongly knotted with people's everyday activities. And ever-evolving contemporary music and traditional dances are very much an integral part of these beautiful coastal communities, and their youth never fail to impress when it comes to singing and dancing.
This is something I've been started on. Papa, I come long time to Mipla. So Mipla look also member still go and net long all land come back to Mipla. Because this time culture and tradition don't not this place. Mipla still don't make this land. Culture do Mipla. All things in Mipla it's a composition them all pull all crowd become close to us and all kind of amuma sing number where Mipla are making. Look at support come land, look government. LLG belum pelatu look sawah lo mibla. So one time helping lo resource man in lo community belum mibla bin go one time to so long Madang festival lo mibla bin come back. Long 2016 music festival long Madang. So thinking belum now mibla like us mibla must travel go out.
The once sacred female skin piercing is one example of a unique culture shared by these communities. It is an initiation for girls entering womanhood. Indeed, a proper market needs to be established for community-based tourism projects. But at least for a start, exposure and publicity is all they could ask for, says Tobenam's oldest bamboo band leader, John Dilol.
As thinking Blompla or same, Mipla like him someone lo come na expose Mipla. Na Mipla tu ba soim des la kalsa Blompla long world. Only can look sa or same. Des la talent is tablo des la particular league place inside lo des la hap. So kind of them. Now Mipla come me play more appreciate Mipla talk thank you lo lewa. He got so many times Mipla try lo work attempt but something work out. But now the team Mipla come here and make him Mipla same Mipla must through lo bell.
Meanwhile, the whole community-oriented tourism concept seems to be well embraced by people of Dugumor, Tobenam, Ayudibal and Babangawa. However, all it needs is a little push by perhaps the government and existing key industry players. With the right kind of support, Kanange and his fellow Bogia tourism advocates believe they can offer the best in the business. Besides, in light of threats imposed by diseases on the two common cash crops, copra and cocoa, and a struggling domestic fish industry, tourism poses as a viable option for income generation.
At the moment, we have plans to set up guest houses here so that we can attract tourists to come and stay here to enjoy. Already we have arranged or talked with the management of Tupira Surf Club that we would be one of the branches for Tupira to be set up here so that we can invite the tourists to come around. Tourism is one of the very economical industry where we can bring in money into the country and also to a village who are set up to accept tourists. So it's one of the interesting industry that we need to tap into, and we can also change lives of the community.
This big bay consists of these big communities like Tobenam itself, Dugumor, Banara, Aidibal, nicely set on the beach, and they're well kept, and so are the people as well. They're friendly, they're welcoming. So this shows the great potential for the tourism sector. If only they can be enhanced through various programs, probably initiated by the government or the private sector, I believe they can offer the world the best in tourism. They have the seas here, they have the beaches here, and some other sites which can only be found in this part of the world.
The world-renowned Tupira Surf Club is perhaps another evidence of the great tourism prospect Bogia possesses. However, for newcomers to Madang and Bogia for that matter, it won't cost you much to pay a visit to the beautiful villages set along the Bogia coastline. In fact, you won't be disappointed by what this idle district has to offer in tourism.
Madang.